What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, here to bring to you today my Week 3 predictions video versus UConn. And not really too much to say about this game, to be honest with you. It's not, obviously, this whole month of September has been a bunch of weak opponents, and UConn is pretty much, it's a slight step up from the last two games, but still not a good opponent. What I'm more interested in seeing is seeing whether or not JJ is able to repeat the performance that he had in the previous game. Obviously, I'm not expecting him to go perfect or anything like that, but I want to see a continuation of him being able to make the right plays and bring a certain level of energy to the team and be able to command the playbook, make the right reads, stuff like that. I want to be able to see that he can do it from week to week. It's one thing to just go in there against a real crappy team, do your thing, look good, have people talking about Heisman and all that stuff, which is crazy. But, and do it in one game, but to do it week after week after week, that's going to really let us know and show to us, how good he really is. Consistency is the key. It's one, you can have your ups and your downs, that's obvious, but can you steadily be consistent and give at least a certain amount of excellence in your play every single week? That's what we're waiting really to see. So, more anything else, that's what I'm interested in seeing. I don't expect this game to be too close. I expect it to be pretty much how it's been the last couple of weeks. But, I want to be able to see in JJ's limited time how much production he can put forth. I know people are ridiculing Michigan for the schedule, and I understand that as far as the out-of-conference stuff. Now, as far as conference play, from my knowledge, they don't have any say in who their conference opponents are, so you can't get on them about that. It is what it is. They just play the people that are in front of them on the schedule. So, there's not really anything to look forward other than to see that. I'd like to see also the defense be consistently dominant. That would be very good. I'd like to see improved offensive line play. And that's really about it. If you watched my previous video about Cade, definitely go back and watch that if you haven't seen it. But, I'd like to see Cade be able to get in the game and have, a few effective series while he's out there. The last couple of games have been a struggle to him. Probably some of that is due to just the overwhelming pressure of the competition and him not being able to really handle all that. So I'd like to see him settle down now that it's pretty much clear that he's not going to win this the starting job, and he's going to be the quarterback, QB2, the backup. Now that he knows that he's not going to be the guy, hopefully he can settle down and just get into a rhythm of knowing that he's the next man up. Hopefully he can accept that role and just be ready, be on standby. We're still going to need him no matter what. So, as much as I love JJ and want to see him be in there as much as possible, Cade's got to be there too. Because if anything were to happen to JJ, we need a competent quarterback to step in and fill his role. It's nice to have the Lamborghini, but the Lamborghini breaks down, you need to at least be able to still, hop into your Honda Civic or your Toyota Corolla and be able to get from point A to point B. So I'm beginning to be excited about the game that's coming up. 12 noon. Hopefully I'll be able to see it. But I guess it's not a concern or anything about that, but I guess I know people are saying it's a gift as far as the schedule being light to be able to get, this whole competition out the way, be able to allow the new coaches to get into a certain rhythm and be familiar with everything. But my concern with the easy schedule is also that this team just hasn't been tested. It's one thing to be, if you give the boxing analogy, it's one thing to be, just dominant and knocking everyone out like Mike Tyson. But how do you know if you have a glass chin or not? That's my concern with this team, is what happens when they face adversity. Are they going to take it like a champ, or do they have a glass chin in the first chance that they get where they face adversity, they hit the canvas? Really, that's my only concern with this team so far. I think that they're a little bit more balanced, both offensively and defensively. For the most part, it's always been the defense, and the offense has always been lagging way behind. But I feel this season, the defense has kind of may have taken a little step back, but the offense has, kind of caught up, and we're kind of equal. So I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but I think personally it's a good thing. I mean, obviously you want your defense to be as dominant as possible, but there may be games where, your defense just can only do so much. You got to be able to have an offense some games to be able to match another team's offense that you may not be able to stop no matter what. So that's why I'm glad that our offense is much better this year, and with JJ in there, it makes us even more less predictable. Felt with Cade being in there, say you had 100 plays, with Cade being in there, maybe you can scrap about 25 of them because they're RPO plays, and we know that he ain't going to run with the football. Then you might have to scrap another 20 plays because they're deep options and he just doesn't have the arm for it. So it's like you got this playbook that may have 100 plays, but you might not only be able to run, say, 50 or 40 of those plays just because of the limitation in the quarterback. Feel with JJ in there, the whole book is open. Whether it be running plays, RPO plays, deep plays, plays to the boundary, plays not going to the strong side of the field. His threat of running opens up the field. His threat of throwing deep opens up the field, which opens up the running game because now the safeties aren't coming down because they know that if they do, and we run a play like the second play of the Hawaii game, you bring your safeties down, and then you just see someone like Roman Wilson or AJ Henning just streak down the field and go right past and over the top. You can't, as a defense, you can't take that risk anymore because deep down that if you do that, JJ has the arm to throw that deep ball. So it just opens up the whole field for the team, opens up the whole playbook to make us less predictable, more options, just everything runs better. So that's what I'm interested to see in this game, whether or not we continue with that and just try to improve as much as possible. As far as the prediction for the score, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like 56-7 or something like that. It looks like in the second half of these games, Harbaugh really takes his foot off the pedal and just tries to get everybody in as much as possible to get playing experience. So I don't see them running up the score, anything crazy like that. I just feel that once we get to a certain point, he's just going to let everybody play, and whatever the final score is, it is what it is. So 56-7 is my prediction for the game, obviously for the good guys. So anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. Any likes that you give definitely help me out, and I really appreciate it. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Do you feel that JJ is going to have another great game, or do you think that it might be a step back? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. And if you enjoy my commentary, you like my videos, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.